To jest najbolje.
O, więc jeśli chcecie kupić najlepsze oliwki albo najlepszą oliwę, to przyjedźcie tutaj po sezonie, kiedy wakacje już się skończyły, bo w czasie wakacji prawdopodobnie nie kupicie dobrej oliwy albo nie kupicie dobrych oliwek. To są takie naboje, co to niszczą świat i zabijają ludzi. No nie za fajnie, ale to też są jakieś ciekawostki z Chorwacji. Rogoznica to piękne, małe i malownicze miasteczko. Poranek w tej miejscowości powitał nas świeżym powietrzem, spokojem i niesamowitą domową atmosferą. To wszystko dzięki Iwanie i jej rodzinie, która posiada willę na zboczu wybrzeża niedaleko morza. Podczas porannej rozmowy przy kawie Ivana wraz z jej mamą zgodziła się opowiedzieć nam historię tego miejsca oraz zdradzić, jak wygląda życie Chorwatów, co jedzą i czym zajmują się mieszkańcy tej okolicy. Dzisiaj dowiemy się, kiedy możemy kupić najlepsze w smaku oliwki i jakie warzywa hodują Chorwaci. Zapytamy, dlaczego tak wielu młodych Chorwatów wyjeżdża z kraju i czy jest to w ogóle prawdą. Dowiemy się, czy wejście Chorwacji do Unii poprawiło ich sytuację ekonomiczną i dlaczego stała się ostatnio tak popularnym krajem do wyjazdu na wakacje. W dzisiejszym odcinku dowiemy się także, jakie zdanie mają o nas Chorwaci. A więc zaczynamy!
Oko 2001 počela prva izgradnja I postepeno se gradilo sve do danas.
Okay, so the land for Villa Kaleta was bought in 1983 and we started building a house in 2001-2002. First it was just the first floor, so it was a little mini house just for us, like a vacation home. And then later on we started adding more floors, and we are still in the process of finishing everything up. The roof was added just recently.
Can you say something about the Rogoznica? What is the small history about this town? Can you tell me?
Ovo je malo novo mjesto Zatogla u općini Rogoznica. Rogoznica je malo mjesto, bilo je bavili se ribarstvom, uzgojem maslina, pa povremeno i stočarstvom u manjoj mjeri. Tu I tamo vinogradarstvom u manjoj mjeri. I to je, mislim, mirno I lijepo malo mjesto. Isplati se doći.
Okay, so Villa Kaleta is situated in a small place called Zatoglav, which is part of the wider place of Rogoznica. It used to be just a little village at the end and no roads to it at all. And Rogoznica itself used to be fisherman's village, and they used to live out of fishing and raising olive trees and making olive oils, a little bit of wine maybe, and tipor. This little island was inhabited in the 16th century when the people from the mainland had to run away from the Turks, so they came to the island of Kope, which is now connected to the mainland with an artificial mount. And what makes this place special, I guess it's very quiet, peaceful. It has many beaches. It has the highest number of sunny days in all of Croatia. Oh,
I didn't know.
And it has wonderful sunsets and clear Adriatic Sea, so if you want to rest your spirits and your soul, we would definitely invite you to come to Villa Kaleta.
Okay, so do you recommend something from the food? For example, what kind of fishes we can eat here?
You have very many fresh fish here. I'm a vegetarian myself, so I can't really help you. My mom would recommend meat and fish. And every night the fishermen come here and they fish. There used to be a small fishing factory as well, but that's closed now. And there's a small fishing market, I guess. The fish is very fresh because they pull it out every day. And I guess that's it as far as eating goes.
So it's a good place for fish lovers, right?
Yes, it's an
For
excellent
the people
place
who
for
love
fish
to
lovers.
eat fishes, okay?
Rogoznica je mirno, tiho mjesto gdje se može odmoriti od svakodnevnog rada. Lijepa je okoliš, lijep je okoliš, sve je blizu, turistička mjesta su blizu.
Okay, so Rogoznica, it's a very quiet place, so if you need rest for the soul, definitely a place to come. And there's a lot of nature, so nature lovers should definitely come here in front before to Split, for example, which is very crowded and of course not a lot of nature there. And it's also situated somehow in the middle, so from here you can visit Split, Trogir, you can visit Salona, you can visit Krka, Kornati, Pakleni otoci, what else? Primošten, a lot of places that are Šibeni, that are within the hour's drive maybe.
Oh, we are inviting everyone to
Yes.
see you
Yes,
and come
of course,
to Vila
come and see us.
Rogoznica. Can you tell me how old is tree and how to make the home plantation that you can use?
Dalmaciji. Ovo drvo je staro 12 godina, Peljesac, 12 godina. Privatno proizvodimo samo masline za privatnu upotrebu, znači spremaju se tako da se stave u vodu, slanu vodu do vrenja, ostave se da se ohladi, voda se procijedi i stavi se malo ulja, eventualno malo soli.
So, olive trees are very typical for this area, of course, for South Croatia and the whole of Mediterranean. And this very tree is about 10 to 12 years old. And
Only? Well?
yeah, it's not an old tree; it's
So
a baby
very-
tree.
Baby tree.
And they don't produce a lot of oil or something. They just produce it for their own purposes, and they produce actually. They prepare olives in such way that they put them into salty water, and then they bring the water to boil, and then they let them cool down, and they put a little bit of salt in the end and a little bit of oil.
Okay, so what is the average year that the olive tree can give you the fruits? You know, the fruits.
So 4 or 5 years.
4 to 5 years, and
Yeah.
after that the olive tree is growing and gives the fruits, yeah? That we can
Yes.
eat after that.
Znači nakon toga maslinovo drvo raste i daje ti plodove.
Tako.
So in which month we can buy the ready product, yeah?
Maslinovog ulja najbolje uzena ulja. Direkt proizvodnje.
10.
Kraj 10.11.
For olive oil, it's at the end of October or November. And
After the season, right?
yes, after the season.
So if somebody wants to buy the best flavor olive oil or olives, he needs to come here after the vacation.
A znači neko treba doći nakon sezone ako želi kupiti najbolje
To je-
ulje
to
i
je
najbolje
To je
masline.
najbolje.
O, więc jeśli chcecie kupić najlepsze oliwki albo najlepszą oliwę, to przyjedźcie tutaj po sezonie, kiedy wakacje już się skończyły, bo w czasie wakacji prawdopodobnie nie kupicie dobrej oliwy albo nie kupicie dobrych oliwek, a jeśli kupicie, to dajcie znać, jak wam smakowały, bo na pewno te po sezonie są o wiele lepsze. Is it possible to buy the local food from you guys or not?
Okay, so the food is all natural.
Uh-huh.
My mom doesn't use any chemicals to produce this,
That's
but sadly
perfect.
it cannot be bought. It's mostly made for private consumption because the land is very, very unfertile.
Uh-huh.
So it's very expensive to produce.
Hi, I'm Nina. I'm coming from Split from Croatia, and my sister.
So tell us, what is the best in Croatia?
For me, the best parts of Croatia is the sea and the Roman ruins. I'm an archaeologist, so I really like the old parts
Okay.
of Croatia. How about you?
For me, it's also the culture and definitely the sea.
So Nina, tell me, why Croatia is starting to be the most popular in these days?
I think people are starting to travel more and more, and they are discovering the destinations that were not that popular but that look amazing. So Croatia was parts of Croatia were very famous before, like Dubrovnik, but a lot of the parts weren't that famous.
Ivana, can you tell me what was the situation after the war in 1995?
So after the war, the situation was kind of depressing because there was, of course, a lot of rebuilding to be done, and there was a lot of police. We were constantly being identified as for our IDs. After the war, it was kind of empty. Everything was empty. There were no shows, no concerts, no tourists, no anything really.
There were a lot of people losing jobs, and so it was kind of like it was a difficult period in the country's history.
Okay. Why the young people are living in the Croatia these days? What is the problem actually?
Well, I would say the main problem is the economical situation in Croatia, because after there were no jobs, the standard was very low, the salaries were low if you would get paid in the end, and there was definitely not a lot of opportunity to develop yourself in the business, whatever your business might be. So as soon as we entered the EU and the borders opened, a lot of people were like kind of, I guess, just waiting for that moment, so they went out to work. But of course there are other private reasons as well.
A lot of the people are working in the tourist sector during the season.
What is the economical situation in Croatia after joining to European Union? Is it better or worse?
I personally didn't notice much of a difference except for a lot of people leaving, so it's a bit easier now to find a job. Maybe the standard did go a little bit further down than it used to be before.
But it's much more expensive in Croatia?
The prices are going up and the salaries are still going down.
What, guys, do you know about Polish people? Can you say something about Polish people?
They fight for their rights.
Okay.
I know Polish people from Switzerland. They work in the care care work. There are a lot of women who are taking care of elder people with dementia, and they don't always have a good salary, but I know they're starting to organize and to really fight for their rights, so I respect that.
Okay, so what kind of characters they have actually?
So yes, that's
oh, the Polish are coming.
the Polish!
The Polish! There's a lot of Polish people. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry bardzo. Teraz dobrze w kadrze jesteśmy?
Idealnie w kadrze. Będzie pan w wywiadzie. Pozdrawiamy.
Like, this was perfect, don't cut that.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We will not. We will not.
They have a big heart. They fight for their rights, but they also know how to party. They also know how to share with other people.
The last thing, can you say hi everyone from Poland in Croatian language, and please subscribe the channel and read the blog www.iamtravel.
Zdravo svima u Poljskoj. Molim vas, pratite i čitajte blog na www.iamtravel.pl.
Vidimo se.
Vidimo se.
Hvala. My już wyjechaliśmy z Rogoznicy. Za nami jest dosyć niesamowity poranek, bo od samego rana kręciliśmy Iwanę i jej siostrę Ninę. Kręciliśmy także jej rodziców. Pokazywali Wam chyba wszystko, co jest najciekawsze i co najbardziej interesujące z tego regionu, z tego kawałka ich ziemi, na którym oni żyją. Teraz kierujemy się w kierunku Tucepi do Makarskiej Riviery i tam będziemy pokazywać Wam kolejne ciekawe, fajne miejsca. Mam nadzieję, że wywiad Wam się podobało. No, początkowo było dosyć ciężko, bo były nieśmiałe i ciężko było im się oswobodzić z kamerą i z tym, że mają mówić do obiektywu. Natomiast z czasem, kiedy sytuacja się wyluzowała i one też się wyluzowały, poczuliśmy naprawdę, że można stworzyć coś ciekawego, coś fajnego. I wydaje mi się, że były w tym na maksa autentyczne I chyba właśnie o to chodziło, bo my bardzo tego chcieliśmy, żeby one nam powiedziały tak naprawdę, jak to wygląda od podszewki i jaka tak naprawdę jest Chorwacja według nich. Kierujemy się dalej, nasza przygoda trwa dalej. Do zobaczenia już na makarskiej Rivierze z Tucepii.
Chyba nie będziemy mogli puszczać tego na YouTubie, no są tu nadzy ludzie. Natomiast postaram się ponagrywać kilka ujęć z samej drogi na plażę FKK, na plażę nudystów. Plaża nudystów zaczęła się dokładnie w tym miejscu, w którym skończyła się brama hotelu Jadran.